With us now is David Epstein, a senior writer for Sports Illustrated. He has covered the Lance Armstrong story. David, good morning.
Good morning.
So let me ask you, Christine Brennan has a piece in the USA Today that says he did this not because it was the right thing to do, because he must believe it's the expedient thing to do. How much trouble is he in legally?
He's in a lot of trouble, civilly for sure. So in the whistleblower lawsuit, where he's trying to reach kind of a settlement to give the U.S. Postal Service back some money, he could face triple damages there because it's a case of defrauding the government. So probably, okay, we know he perjured himself. He's going to confess to Oprah that implies he perjured himself in a case where he said he didn't dope, but the statute of limitations is out. So criminally, a federal prosecutor would have to decide to retake up a case that's been dropped, and that's probably unlikely.
Who might he implicate, and how deep might this scandal go?
So the reason he would implicate people is to get his ban reduced. And to do that, he can't just confess to what has already been out there. He has to implicate new people, and that would mean the highest levels of the International Cycling Union, Hein Verbruggen, Pat McQuaid, the head of the International Cycling Union, who are very powerful people, not in American sport, but in world sport.
One thing to confess to doping, another thing to try to intimidate people and threaten them. How profound and how serious are the allegations of that? Extremely.
I think that's one thing that makes this case very different, is there are people who have really been ruined because of Lance's aggressive attempts to keep them quiet or to drag them into court when he knew they were telling the truth. And I've been talking to a lot of people like that, and I think there will be no closure for a lot of people, no matter what, unless he makes apologies to very specific people in very specific ways, not just about his own doping.
I'm just focused on this, what Chip said at the top of his piece, that he has offered to pay $5 million, and they've turned him down.
Well, he's offered to pay $5 million, and they're sitting there saying, we can take much more. You're going to be giving us much more than that anyway. So why take $5 million when you're going to get 30 or 100 or 120 million? That's just like if I offered you $1 when I owed you $100.
Wow.
What has this done to cycling?
I think in America, where it was only ever a big sport when Lance Armstrong was competing, it has crushed it. I think it's a huge sport in Europe, and I think it's devastated it. I think this is kind of the crescendo of 100 years of doping, and I don't think it'll ever be the same.
Thank you, David. Good to see you.
Thank you.